God, like the Hamites, man, they out of their places, basically, you know? Like the Egyptian, the Arabs kicked them out, man, out of their own lands, you know? Even us now, you know, we're out of our lands. We're not in our land now. We're going to be put back in our land, and the nations are going to be administering unto us.
That's right.
You know?
As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best.
Read it again.
As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best.
God. You know, so the Most High, he does what he wants eventually, you know. He favors us, and he basically punished us, and now he's going to be putting us back on top, you know. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 10. Deuteronomy 28 and 10. Yeah, read your precept.
This is Jeremiah 18.
Let me read this verse.
Isaiah 34 and 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
God. So his sword shall be bathed in heaven. What, here in the sky? No, man. But actually, you know, when he comes back, he is going to destroy a lot of these Edomites that want to fight against him. Because eventually, all these nations are going to put apart their differences and fight against Yahawashi and the chariots. Why? Because they know that if they fight against each other, they're not going to be strong enough, so-called. They think they're going to be strong enough to overtake Yahawashi and the chariots.
There.
They don't want to go down without the fight, right?
I have the balls to fight the UFO. You got balls. If it would come over here, let's say it would land here. You would have Esau grabbing his gun trying to shoot at the chariots. And he already does it. He's not trying, he already did that. We have footage of them shooting at chariots. If that chariot was to attack you back, you would be disintegrated.
Without touching your clothes, like the war of the world.
War of the world.
You wouldn't be clothes like that.
Trying to shoot them down too.
All the nations is shooting from the air chariots because they know that that's their slavery.
Yeah, because when Yahawashi comes back with the chariots, they know they will have to pay a lot, man. They will have to pay for what they done, man. You know? So, God, read that.
So
28 and 10, yeah, read 28 and 10. And that's the big A. Not corrupt.
Yeah, I was thinking that same shit, man.
Right.
Fucking around. Everything is wrong.
Why?
Hey, Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold.
God, and heaven is talking about the people that are ruling right now, which are the white man, aka the Edomites, because they have broken covenants and they have put a lot of people in slavery, and they will have to go into slavery themselves.
That's right!
Just like you.
It shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse, the judgment.
The people of his curse, give me Malachi 1 and 3.
Malachi chapter 1, verse 3.
Yeah, man, because the people of his curse talking about the Edomites, and that's why they have that mark of Cain upon them, man. You know, because that's how actually the media, that shows you how strong the media is, man. They turn something that's unclean into a beauty, man. You know, just like they're doing with this leprosy thing now. Those women with cow spots.
They call it a rare disease.
They call that basically beautiful. You know. Yeah. Didn't you see that so-called Jake woman with all the cows disease with
model? And she was model, right?
Yeah, she's a model.
She was twerking. I saw this video of brother posting that she was twerking. You know, and you said it 2 weeks ago that these bitches are soon going to perform into porn.
Is it in the camp on this shit?
So
Leprous as
give me Isaiah 29 and 16. So that shows you, that shows you that the Bible is true, man. Because this is what is being glorified now, man. These hoes are being glorified for their filthy things, man. Acting like a hoe, sucking dick left and right. That's what's being glorified, and no one gives a damn about it. That's the decline of your society, man. Things need to be in order, man. And,
even with leprosy.
yeah, man. Even with leprosy, that's completely unclean. There's gonna be, yeah, man. Read
This
that.
Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turnings of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
So the things that a potter makes, a very renowned potter, it could be very, how do you say that? Expensive, Things that he makes, it could be thousands of dollars or whatever, But the things that are put upside down are esteemed like that nowadays, So like leprosy, hoes, men, thirsty niggas running after hoes that suck 20 dicks. Crazy, man. And you esteem that?
Do you know that if back in the days, I used to always say this, right? You had that movie back in the days from the 80s, 90s. What's that movie named Highlander? You remember that movie? Hey Up, Highlander?
Yeah. Chopping off the head.
Yeah. So if you chop off somebody's head, the only Highlanders could do it with each other. If they would chop off somebody's head from their own nation, they saw it, they would get the power. So if you were a first-time fighter, you have the strength of one man. If you chop one man's head off, you have the strength of two men. And if he's really strong, you have his strength and your own combined. So now you're already stronger than the average, not the average, but than a lot of people. But if you chop off like 10 people, you're already stronger than the average person because now you have the strength of 10 men. So what these Highlanders was doing, they was warring with each other, chopping each other's heads off just for the power. They was addicted to their power, right? Yeah, they can only dance that, so yeah. And then I started thinking like, if these bitches could actually murder each other, they get their hair or whatever, there'd be a lot of dead white bitches. There'd be a lot of dead horses too. They would chop off their hair, like they would chop your whole head off. White girls would be afraid to come up in the bed. Shit. Chop shit. I'm joking. Malachi chapter 1.
You want me to finish this or?
God, read it. God.
Come. Again, Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turnings of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the word say of him that made it, he made me not?
Can I say something? Now you have a lot of our people that actually desire to have leprosy. They actually want to have leprosy, like inflict themselves with leprosy. The most famous one was Michael Jackson. He made himself because in the beginning he had those cow spots. But I don't believe that shit.
I never saw that.
He had cow spots. I saw it. That's why he wore the glove. He had cow spots, and I saw it when he took off his t-shirt. Like, oh, that shit. I saw it. And the thing was, I think he further injected himself to be clean lepers. He didn't want the cow spots, so he further injected himself. Then he fixed his nose.
Yeah, that's why he
chin.
fixed his nose and his chin. Exactly.
Because if he had a big bad motherfucking big nose, it would look fucked up on his face if he looked like that. So he changed his face. And the basketball player too, he did that shit.
Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, Sammy
So that's
Sosa.
the Dominicans are completely bugged out already with that, man. Because there was this president, from the Dominican Republic, and he had a statue of himself as a white man, man. Yeah, and that's where that comes from, They say the lighter you are, the better, That's why they hate those Haitians. Like that.
Yes. I believe that he injected himself further with that shit. Because, did you know that Michael Jackson had the spirit of a bitch? Yes, but he had red cheeks. The nigga had red cheeks. I saw this nigga with red cheeks. Like he was blushing. I was like, fuck on something. I'd be like, look, hey, you have the most feminine spirit on the planet Earth. Hey, the way he was talking, the way, hey, fuck that shit. He's a great performer or whatever. It's there are people. But he definitely didn't like to talk. And then after that, after all these years, now he got old and dusty, and they wanted to murder his ass now. Now he was talking about, yeah, he did an interview about how they are stealing our stuff. And then in the interview, this is what he said. He talked about these people. He said, the same people that we taught to dance are now charging us in their dance schools to dance and to take lessons. That's what he was saying. I was like, nigga, where was this fucking Malcolm X back in the 80s? Nigga, he wasn't like that. It's because they want to kill your niggas. That's why he knew he was about to get murdered. So he did an interview real quick, telling you like, yo, this is still in our music and shit like that. A couple of not even a year, a couple of months after that, he was dead. He also made a song that said I didn't understand it what it was. I didn't even see it. It was later on I saw it, like the pyramid and shit. Yeah, when you watched the Subliminal Messages. Yeah, he was in Brazil, right? Yeah, Brazil, right? So why the fuck would you go to Brazil? American Esau is not. Go to the hood. So the kids that they want to kill. I don't fucking know Brazil, but the point I'm trying to make is kind of very fucking short. It's like the bitch named Oprah. She goes all the way to Africa to help black people. What about fucking niggas right there in that country?
She'd be helping Hamites instead of...
She's helping Hamites. But what about the people that are right there in that country? Then it brings to mind the thing that this brother always talks about. You know, the declaration of war if the West Africans help the Asian, the South American people and stuff like that. Tell us
The Nigerian told me about that. Because as you know, those Nigerians, man, they always in the business, man. Plus they're Israelites, man. You know, like ISUPK said, they're so-called Hamites. That's impossible. Impossible. Impossible, man. But anyway, the Nigerian, this brother, Nigerian guy I know, he told me that if West African countries, especially the ECOWAS, which is the economic, ECOWAS is the economic Western African, ECOWAS was the economic Western African society, something like that. Those countries, they can't deal with the Caribbean, man. Because that would be seen as an act of war by the United States.
That shows you that they don't like it. They have no desire for our people to be helping each other. They don't want it. If they do that, they cut off all business with you. That shows you that they're against you. And what the thing is, the people that ain't doing it, it shows you that there's the divide and conquer. They perpetuate that shit. They keep it going. That's what I mean. They keep it going. Because if that was like, no, we're still gonna help our brothers, and you can go fuck your sponsors and shove your Nike up your ass and shit like that, for example. You know? Then hey, but they're not gonna do that because they don't want to miss that cake. The nations have lived deliciously with thee and have tasted of thy tasted of their wine.
Revelation 17 also talks about it. Revelation 17, and let's see where that is, man. No, Revelation 18 and
this is not the time. This is not our kingdom. This is not the time to build up the time.
Revelation 18 and 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
these Nigerians are going to cry too or something. They're talking about the rich ones. Because if you read Ezekiel 4, the leaders of our nation are fucking devils. They're fucking. It's like, you know who are the kings and you know the kings and the princes? Let me say it. You know who are the princes of our nation right now? Motherfuckers like these devils like Floyd Mayweather. Motherfuckers like Michael Jackson. That's one of the princes of our nation. Michael Jordan, another one of the princes. Right? And if you read the Apocrypha, you have the singers of Israel. That's why you have all these Mary J. Blige. Those are the singers. Those are the singers with high status and shit like that. You know, the Beyoncés, the Jay-Z's, the Bogans. If you listen to, I don't listen to a lot of their songs, especially that song where you go, hey, I heard that shit, hey, I heard that shit like 2 years ago. I was like, you know, let me listen to that shit. I listened to it, that shit keeps on fucking with me. 2 days, even 2 days after I listened to it, just kept on hearing it. And this is my rule. If I listen to a song today and I turn it off and I'm just walking on the street or doing something and I hear you, cut your ass off. Because cut your ass off. If I can hear you in my mind and it's against my will, then I know there are spirits on that song. I'm not listening to you no more. I never thought. Yeah. They have a lot of satanic shit, but a few of them songs, I don't hear it. A few of them songs, I don't hear it replaying in my head no more. Not no more. I never heard it replaying in my head. So that's why I know those songs are songs to be listened to, especially the instrumentals and stuff like that. But you know, it's very dangerous nowadays listening to songs. So like I said, if you listen to a Rihanna song and you just like in a store, if I hear a Rihanna song in a store and I go outside and against my will I start hearing that music in my ear, in my mind, I know it's full of satanic demons.
That song come on, every bitch came to a whole dancing with the ass work, hey, even the little girls, man. Hey man, I saw the song with more dancing. Talking about how can you read? She said, I don't know where she get that from. She don't get that from.
I would take the thickest Bible I can find and clobber you. That shit. I'll put the word in you.
I don't know where that comes from.
If I only once see my daughter do something like that, I'll knock my wife out. I don't knock the child out. Because she's teaching her.
Yeah.
Man, I'll do a super move.
With the fire, you know? Yeah, with the fire included.
Because the daughter learns from her mother.
Yeah, but that's
And she be acting all innocent like, I don't know where she get that from. Hey, she get it from you because you were filthy.
you listen to that shit.
Yeah. You show her the movie clips. That's why you ain't supposed to let your kids watch
Walt Disney.
like the cartoons, man, with the subliminal messages with the dick in it, with the pussy in it and stuff, man.
They have a new cartoon called Reading Basket.
Also the belly of the
Beauty and the Beast.
Also that frog.
Yeah, kissing the frog. Hey, that shows you that these guys, they want these children to go kiss frogs
sea mermaid.
and the fuck fishes.
Mermaid.
But there was also have sex with fishes. There's mermaid. There was a lot of Edomite bitches with this. A lot of Edomite bitches they have sex with dolphins. And there was a researcher, Edomite female. She had sex with a dolphin, and then she got relocated because it's a so-called scientist, female scientist. She got relocated, and then the dolphin killed himself. He killed himself because the dolphin was now in love with the female, and she said it was great sex. I was like, you just had sex with a dolphin. What are you talking about?
Even in Family Guy, you have this one scene where you have this little boy, he's called Stewie, and you got this dog.
Yeah, I got impregnated, right, by the dog.
Yeah, so they show you the babies mixed with the Stewie person because you see it in the head, and mixed dogs. So what are you bringing out to the public? Bestiality and faggot shit mixed in two.
One song that you need to listen from Notorious B.I.G. is Dead Wrong, and check the lyrics. Bestiality,
Is he saying that shit?
pedophilia, and something else.
That's why I never like that.
Just check that lyrics of that song. It's Dead Wrong, that's what the song is.
Sorry, it's
Also
B.I.G.
talks about another adultery.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Titus 2.
Titus chapter 2, verse 3.
Demonic vibrations.
Titus chapter 2, verse 3. It says, the aged fool likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, though given to much wine, teachers of good things.
Teaches good things, man, which is a very respectable thing for a woman to do. Teach your daughters how to act with a man. Like a smart thing to do is tell your daughter not to give men a big mouth because she can get knocked out if it's the wrong one. You know? Some niggas don't give a fuck. That's why just ignore them and keep walking. That's like something that you could teach your daughter, you know? And not to go along with men. And go to their houses.
That's not how your mother should be dressing.
Yeah, man.
They can't even walk good. They can't even
I would be ashamed if my brother would dress like that, man. I would change my name.
look at the way that she walks. You see she's so fucked
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
These are the future. These are the women we learn from.
And the skirt is so tight that the flesh pops out. The thick legs.
But check the way she's walking. Hey, you remember RoboCop, right? You remember RoboCop? Yo, you remember RoboCop? You remember the thing with the three legs, the big robot?
Yeah.
How he was walking like that? That's how she's walking. Walking up and down. Titus chapter 3 verse 4. 2 verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children.
Nowadays, the mother will tell you just fuck around, and the one that has the biggest dick, you stay with that one.
No, the biggest baller.
And a lot of these have little money, little money. And ask if he has a brother for me.
But always you
That's
see me.
hey, because these older women, they be scheming on the daughter's boyfriend too, man. This guy told me he went up to his girlfriend, but she wasn't at home. And he fucked the mother, man. But she wasn't there.
All three of them should be burned with fire.
Yeah, man.
No, actually, the two of them.
It's like a neighborhood.
The two of them should be burned with fire. That's some fucked up shit, man. It gotta tell you something about the mindset of the mother that wants to fuck her daughter's boyfriend.
I know exactly.
Your mindset must be totally like
They want to feel young. That's what it is. They want to feel young. They want to see if they can feel that a young man. You know, if a young man is close to them, some wicked bitches don't try to do that. But the mindset of a mother concerning her daughter is that let her enjoy life until a certain age. Then she needs to get married and you know.
she's been passed around.
After she's been passed around like
So it says Titus 2 and 5. To be discreet, chaste, keep us at home, good, obedient to your own husbands.
The women nowadays don't teach their daughters that, man, to be obedient to their husbands. Why? Because they want to follow the white man's way and learn that they are equal to a man. which when there's danger, they're the first one to go in the house and ask the husband to take care of that, you know, to protect her, you know. But that's they forget about that. Everyone has his role, you know.
It's also when the female needs protection, when she calls the cops. If a bunch of female cops show up, she's not going to feel safe.
Exactly.
But then you have the other side, or the flip side of that. You see a bunch of female cops come. Hey, what's up? And then you have a bunch of female cops. You have a bunch of female cops coming up, right? You have a bunch of female cops coming up, and then you have a lot of men that they could beat the shit out of them. But they be thinking like, well, if I do that, I'm gonna get in more trouble. So let me just peacefully go with it. Because these females, they have no actual power. If you think this is war, let's say the military. You know, this is Afghanistan or Iran or whatever. Do you think a bunch of Edomite females could just come with, like, for example, 10 of them, and they come guerrilla style warfare, and they go and invade a village with men? They're not coming out there. And they're not going to kill you. They're going to rape the shit out of you. I would. Right? I would shoot you in your leg just to preserve you.
I seen news that in what country we're going to female fighters fighting against ISIS. Israel. Not only Israel, but
Kurdistan.
Yeah, that's just no Kurdish. Yeah, that's it.
That's right. Fighting wars.
Yeah, that's like because they look alike. They're the same thing. Turkish, so, yeah, you're right. And they say that if the female shoots an ISIS guy, then he goes to hell because he's been killed by a female. Or a little boy. I don't know about the little boy. I don't know about the little boy, but the female I can understand because Scissory was like that too. He didn't want to get killed by a female.
Yeah.
We should drop the...
Oh, yeah, from the window.
No, not the window. He always gets the stories. Window. It wasn't a window, man. It was it was a wall, and he was trying to get in with his men, and then she dropped it on him.
And then he said, like,
kill me quick
with the sword. Yeah.
Before they say a female killed me, a woman killed me.
Through a great millstone.
Sicily.
No, the brothers.
Yeah, that's why I was like, so you missed it.
Caesarea.
That's the general.
Oh yeah, that was the Hamite, right?
He got killed by Jack.
Yeah.
With the thing.
I mean, the one that killed all the brothers, right?
No, that was an Absalom.
No, not Absalom. He killed all the sons of Midian.
Yeah, that was Absalom. It was his own brother. His own brother, he's Absalom. He killed 70 of his own brothers. Gideon had 72 sons. 70 of the brothers got killed, so he was left with only one other brother. I was just gonna find it.
Absalom is the son of David.
Yeah, but Gideon had a son Absalom.
That's why it's a good thing to repeat everything, man. To keep repeating, you know, it's a thing of repetition. Yeah, man. Good. So give me Romans. It was 5 and 17, I believe. 5 and
Oh, Abimelech.
Abimelech, yeah, man. Not Absalom.
You're right. His name was Abimelech. And he murdered 70 of his own brothers just to get the inheritance. Hey man, you gotta be a real wicked buster to murder 70 of your own brothers. Yeah, but that shows you how wicked these world busters were. They still are.
This is when the things that are written aforetime are written are Romans 5, right? Yeah, man, it's Romans. Maybe not 5.
The things that are written in the scriptures are written for our
Yeah, exactly.
Job chapter 8, verse 8.
You should get it. That's the other one.
And 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 12. Grab that. I'm going to grab that. 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 12. Unto whom it was revealed that not unto themselves, But unto us they did minister the things which are now reported unto you by them that have preached the gospel unto you with the Holy Ghost sent down, with the Holy Spirit sent down from heaven, which things the angels desire to look into. So what the prophecies that were being prophesied in the times of the prophets, they was not meant for them, but for us. You know, that's why it says, unto whom it is revealed that not unto themselves, but unto us they did minister the things. You know? Even though the disciples in the time of Yahawashi wanted to enter tongue dance, but it was not being prophesied for their time, but for our time, you know, in which we are in right now.
Another scripture. This is Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whosoever things were written before time were written for our learning. Romans chapter 15 and 4. For whatsoever things were written before time were written for our learning. We through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Just like, hey, yeah, man, this is the thing. It's like the things that are in the past. It's like not living with a woman. You can find that in the scriptures. All those things like Jacob basically did. Not living with these women in one house. Those are certain customs of our forefathers that we should use for ourselves as well, you know.
First Corinthians chapter 10, verse 11. Now it says, First Corinthians chapter 10, verse 11. It says, and all these things happened unto them for an example, that they were written in the law admonition, upon whom the ends of the world are come. Wherefore, let him that thinketh he standeth take heed to lest he fall. Meaning, we that are right now, we should take example of the things that happened in the past, so that now we can prevent those things, or you can actually have guidance on certain things. For example, now you know not to be sitting with another man's wife. Did you know that I almost did this back in the days? I can't remember that I've actually knowingly committed adultery. Like if I know that's your girl, I'm fucking with her. Because my elders in Suriname, he got me a good thing. He said, I have many of them. He said this. What? Oh, it's a bit. He said, in place. He said, hey, take another man's wife. It would destroy your life. That's what he taught me. And he also taught me like, out of 1,000 men, there's one good man. Out of 1,000 women, there's one good man. And I didn't know that was from the Bible. But my elder taught me that. Always remember. Like the thing that he said, he said, never take another man's wife. That's what it will destroy your luck. And me, when I was young, I was sort of like, luck up in the game. I was training. And I know why he told me that. Because I was all up in this phase of believing in spiritual powers. I was always like that. I believed in, believed in spiritual shit. I believe in it until this day. So when the Heavenly Father told me, and then one of them says, now we're going to put on the armor of the Most High. I was thinking about the armor of Guyver, of course, not the armor of the Most High. I was thinking about the bio suit. He says Guyver, and then the suit comes. No power, no body can jump. I saw that. I went crazy. I didn't know what the fuck to do. I was just hyped up, screaming. I never got no ADHD shots, so I was just hyped up.
This is Job chapter 8, verse 8. For inquire, I pray of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. Read again. For I inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. You know, so the things that are written aforetime are for our learning, man. You know, things that happen, certain things that happen in history. You know, that's why we gotta read our history, man. Judges, Second Kings. You know, if you read Kings, you learn about King Solomon that he lost track only because of females, man, and he was the wisest.
That's an example of how not to be. Don't be hyping up females on yourself. They're gonna destroy yourself.
Destroy yourself. So if you read those things, you will learn from it, man. You know, that's why you gotta inquire of former age, man, and meditate upon it and learn from it. You know. And prepare thyself, because if you think about, if you read the words of old, you will see prophecy, man. And if you know that the prophecy hasn't happened yet, you know, you prepare your mind with the words that were written aforetime, man. And I got another I got another scripture.
Hey, give me Genesis, man.
Can I read it?
31 verse 33. Me, I'm not getting hyped up over that. Now I saw the elder apostle one time getting killed. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him. He saw this badass black bitch. And he, yeah, he just started getting in the eye, but he was trying to kill him. And I was in my mind like, yo, man, me. I'm not even jealous of that. I'm looking, if that was a badass white chick, fucking Coolie John or some shit like that, or whatever, or fucking real book headlight or what shit, I would feel more like, bitch. But since it's a black female, I'll be like, well, she had really excellent. I would rather take a go Canadian.
What's good?
Yeah, man.
What's good?
I got too much.
Be in open. Yeah.
Laban went into Jacob's tent and Leah's tent. And then to the two maidservants.
Because Rachel basically stole the bonds to gods, I believe. The bond was also bowing down to gods.
When he found them not, then went out of Leah's
Wait,
tent.
read it again.
So and Laban went into Jacob's tent,
God, so Jacob had a tent, read.
and into Leah's tent,
And he went into Leah's tent, read.
and into the two maidservants' tents.
To the maidservants' tents, read.
But he found them not.
God,
Then went out of Leah's tent
out of Leah's tent,
and into Rachel's tent.
and he entered into Rachel's tent. Why? Because it was not, you're not supposed to be living with a woman, right? You're not supposed to have one house with you're not supposed to be living in one sleeping in a bed, sleeping in a bed.